What is going on, people, and welcome back to another video on the channel. If you're new here, the name is Darren Spain, aka Spainey, and I'm currently training for my first ever marathon, which will be London 2026. Super excited for it, and I've been bringing you guys along for the journey. Currently towards the back end of week 12 of training. This is not week 12's review. Week 12's review will be before or after this video. I have no idea. But the fact is, I've been bringing you guys along for the training. So go check out some of my previous recaps to kind of see where I'm at with training. But the point is, today's video is going to be slightly different, as you can probably tell by the title of this video, which I haven't actually thought about yet, but you can probably tell by the title of this video, it's going to be slightly different. I'm going to bring you guys along for a day of training, a full day of training and eating, basically, because why not? Just a different type of video. I've got the time today as well. For context, it is Friday, the 28th of November. So while I remember, shout out my sister Lauren on her birthday. Hope you're having a blessed day. And I hope my guy Nachi and the kids are spoiling you today. So yeah, shout out Lauren on her birthday. But yeah, it's Friday, the 28th of November. I'm not working. I'm chilling. I've got the day to myself pretty much because Rebecca and Gabriel are away or going away today. So yeah, I mean, while I can, why not just get bare sessions in and whatnot and just bring you guys along for that day. It's 11:30. You're probably wondering why I'm wearing a shirt and, well, the classic work from home attire, classic work from home uniform, a shirt with tracksuit bottoms or shorts or whatever. That's because I've just wrapped up an episode for one of my podcasts. I won't bore you with that. That's to do with my recruitment agency, so I won't bore you with all of that. But I've just wrapped up an episode for that, and I had to run straight downstairs because I am starving again. Full disclosure, it is 11:38. I haven't eaten anything today. I am starving, and so instead of coming downstairs and getting straight to making something to eat, I've whacked on the camera and I'm talking to you guys and updating you on what I'm doing before I do it, because guys, that is love. Do you get what I mean? That is absolutely love. Like, don't tell me I don't love you guys. Do you get what I mean? Because I'm putting you guys ahead of it's not even a want, my need for food. I'm putting you guys ahead of my need for food. Guys, when you think about the basic necessities in life, food and water, shelter and clothing, food is pretty much number one. And I'm putting you guys above that. Do you get what I mean? So that is love right there, man. But no, in all seriousness, so yeah, I'm going to bring you guys along for the day. I'm going to start off with obviously making something to eat now because I'm starving. It's probably just going to be something simple like scrambled eggs on toast. And then what have I got on for the day then? Literally just go to the gym. Go to the gym, get in a session, push some weights, literally, because it will be a push session that I do. Shock horror. Do I do anything else? Sometimes. It will be a push session. I will then also do some bike. So get onto the bike because, as you will know, if you've been watching my updates, I'm injured. And so I can't really be running, although I did go for a cheeky run yesterday. I went for a cheeky 5K and I cheekily beat my recent PB, guys. But anyway, that's not for this video. That's for my week 12 recap, which will be before or after this video. I don't know. But the point is, I shouldn't be running, or I shouldn't be running a lot anyway. At the moment, I'm incorporating cycling and swimming into my training to make up for the fact that I can't run, right? So go to the gym, push session, cycling. I've got tennis lined up with H at 5:30. So my boy H, I've got tennis lined up with him at 5:30. And then I might go for a swim, do a few lengths, see what ChatGPT said in my training program that it did for me. Again, if you watch week 11 or week 12, I can't remember when I mentioned it, but you will know what I'm talking about, and see what it says. Now that might sound like a lot, but I've got the time, so why not? At the moment, I'm just in love with training. So why not? And also, guys, I mean, when you got people, not saying that I'm training for, I'm not training for a triathlon now. This I definitely mentioned, I think in week 12 or week 11, about my desire to do a triathlon at some point. Obviously, I'm not training for one right now, but when you see people who are training for triathlons and Ironmans and stuff like that, right, these guys are getting out 3 sessions in a day calm. Do you get what I'm saying? It's light work. So yeah, what's wrong with that, guys? Come on, man. Let me just do what I want to do, burn some calories, eat some food, and then take it from there. And also, to be fair, guys, I say all of that. Tennis against H, that's light work, man. That's not even zone 1. That's zone 0.5. Do you get what I'm saying? That's calm. That one is just a walk in the park. So that one will just be like a warm up for swimming. Do you get what I mean? So I am capping. Obviously, I'm not that great at tennis. You'll probably see some footage because I'll record some of it, but I'm not that great at tennis. And so I'm sure H will beat me. But we'll see. Who knows? I could throw in a surprise. And also, maybe he's not even that good. I've played him once like a year ago, but I mean, I'm not fantastic at tennis, don't get me wrong, but that was like the first time I'd ever played tennis. Do you get what I mean? I can't remember if he's even good or not, but we'll see. And as I say, I'll put up some footage when the time comes. So yeah, anyway, let me get into making some food because at this point, I've been talking for way too long. As you guys know, I'm guilty of, and I am getting hungrier by the second. So let me get into this eggs on toast, man. Today's the day I discovered that granola is really supposed to be eaten with yogurt and not milk because this is one portion. It's meant to be 45 grams a portion. That is one portion. That is nothing. That is absolutely nothing. So I've been eating granola wrong this whole time and I've been having it with milk and I'll fill up this bowl with granola. Bro? Yeah, that's mad. You're probably wondering how we even got here with the granola. Now, annoyingly, after I made the eggs, I realized we don't actually have bread. Now we have a pack of bread, which I thought was obviously what I was going to use. Went to go and basically use it, and all the slices were just rock hard. Basically, there's like I think just through handling, there's a little holes been ripped in the packaging, and so all the toasts are rock hard. So we've now gone with granola, and you would have seen me complaining about the portion sizes and realizing that granola is not meant to be had with milk, and this isn't how you're supposed to have granola. You're really supposed to have it with yogurt, I imagine, because yogurt, well, Greek yogurt, for example, is obviously a lot more filling than just plain milk, basically, right? So the reason I'm actually just sticking to the portion size, though, is I'm actually just trying to see, like, what you're actually supposed to eat and how much, like, how many calories or, like, how much protein I'll have by the end of the day. Do you get what I'm saying? So, yeah, anyway, let me tuck in, man. I'm hungry. Random thought, guys. How do you make your scrambled eggs? Obviously, you would have seen me just use milk, pour a bit of milk in. Usually I'll use single cream, but I don't have any right now, so I just use milk in absence of that. But yeah, can't lie, scrambled eggs, they're nice, man. Would have gone better with toast, but it is what it is. But how do you make yours? Let me know in the comments. So the situation has changed since I last recorded. It is now 20 to 3, and I've done absolutely nothing. All I've done so far is gone to my cousin's because I had to drop him his laptop because I borrowed that this morning quickly, and I've dropped it to him. Before I even left to go there, I got a message from H saying that he's going to have to flop the tennis. Guys, this guy has been ducking me at tennis for the longest now. It's getting embarrassing. H, this is a public call out, bro. You're taking the piss. What is going on at this point? Why have you been ducking me at tennis for the longest, bro? Anyway, you know what? Let me leave it there. Bro, get your act together. Let's get on the court. You know? Because, boy. Anyway, at this point, I'm hungry again. So I need to eat something. I don't know what that's going to be. I might have to just order like some Iro sushi or something, some teriyaki chicken or something. And then go to the gym. No, then I'm going to chill, to be honest with you. I'm just going to chill. I'll go to the gym tonight and do everything that I said. I'll do that tonight, though. Do you get what I mean? And then I've decided what I'm having for dinner. A steak. I'm going to make a steak. Steak and maybe some mash and some veg, obviously. So yeah, that's my plans for now. So the care package has arrived. The care package has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. Clearly that's not Iro sushi, but not going to lie to you, I went on to Deliveroo and it was basically saying lunchtime deal. between 10 and 3, I think it was. And for Nando's, it was this. So I'm going to show you what's in this. All right, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, this is the lunchtime deal thing at Nando's. Obviously some spicy rice, some greens, the charred corn, and pulled chicken, which I can't lie to you, there's not a lot of. So I'm a little bit annoyed about that. But anyway, it is what it is. I'm probably going to have to eat something between this and my steak later, but we shall see. So it's now 3:30. I've just eaten my Nando's. Can't lie, it was nice. But to be fair, I mean, it's just a bunch of menu items put into one box, right? As I said, distinct lack of chicken though, so I'm pretty annoyed about that. Okay, it's not a lack of chicken, but there should be more chicken in that box. So I'm a little bit annoyed about that, but it is what it is. I would also maybe have preferred, to be fair, the pulled chicken idea, I think I like. I was going to say I would have preferred if it was like a chicken breast, and you had the option to add a second one. Maybe I did have an option to add more pulled chicken, I don't know. But at least I know for going forward that I do. But maybe I did, I don't know. Because ultimately, as I said, it was a lunch menu item. It cost $9.95. And these days, as we know, for Nando's, you have to remortgage your house to get Nando's these days. So for $9.95 for a bunch of menu items in one box, plus some pulled chicken, can't complain. So it was nice. Macros, because I think I said I was going to try and at least work those out today and see what I end the day on. Obviously, I don't know what protein or how much protein, etc. I just had there. But I can tell you it was about 798 calories. So that much I can tell you. So I can probably still work out my calories for the day. But protein was the main thing I was concerned about, or was interested in, should I say. Probably won't be able to do that anymore. But we move. Your boy is just getting to Sainsbury's, gonna pick up some stuff so I can make dinner. Obviously steak, as you guys know. It is all mad. But what I will say is I just got sucked in because I just seen a recipe on TikTok. Well, it wasn't even TikTok actually, it was Instagram Reels, that I'm gonna make some kind of blueberry muffin thing, healthy blueberry muffin thing. So yeah, let's see how we get on with that, shall we? Security tags on a steak is crazy. Is it ever that deep? What am I gonna go for? Well, it has to be a ribeye. Thank you. I would say that was a pretty successful Sainsbury's trip. Got everything that I needed, although a lot was happening, man. There was a kid at the beginning getting kicked out by security, talking about how it's his wheelchair or something. Then there was a little boy, couldn't have been any older than 2, running around the shop trying to find his mum, just shouting, "Mummy, mama." And then me and this other lady were kind of just like walking around with him until he found her. And our mum just seemed very nonchalant and just didn't care about the whole situation. Anyway, I mean, it is what it is. So I'm gonna go home, drop this stuff at home, and then head to the gym to finally get my session done. So I finally made it into the gym Friday night. It's relatively quiet, but obviously still small apprehensive around this whole recording thing. Shout out Jay and Cess on this one. They know the struggles. Got some rice cakes that I'm gonna tuck into to fuel the session. 82 calories per rice cake, not too shabby. Because I've not eaten since the Nando's. And for context, it is now 7:30 in the evening. So yeah, gonna chow this down, get my push session in, starting off with incline bench press. Let's go. All I know is I'm definitely getting weaker, man. But I need to keep reminding myself why and how I'm training and why I'm training the way I'm training. Because boy, it's mentally, it's tough seeing myself kind of regress strength-wise. But we move, man, we move. One thing I have been trying to do though, as obviously I noticed myself getting weaker, is making sure my form is good. So I'm actually reducing the weight, making sure my form is good, and also just increasing the time under tension. So slowing down each rep. And I've been finding that actually helps. I started doing that in Miami, and I remember doing incline bench with, I think it was even just like 20 kgs or something. I can't remember what. But I did exactly that and I could feel it, boy. So that's what I started doing. Sure if you can hear me, but just wrapped up. Obviously in the main part of the gym, weights and cycle. I was meant to do 5 sets of that, 5 sets of 5 minutes, but I only did 4 because I can't lie, by the end of that I was definitely feeling it. So yeah, in the pool now, obviously looking to do, I've just done 2 easy reps or 2 easy lengths, do 6x1s and then 2 easy lengths. So yeah, nothing too mad, and I guess I'm recovering it. But yeah, man. You will never believe that just that was supposed to be easy lengths. The way I am panting, I absolutely need to see my heart rate, man. Boy, it's all mad. But swimming done. Gotta hit the spa real quick, do some R&R, get home, eat dinner, chill off, and then bed. So, back home from the gym and about to get some grub in. Obviously, decent session today in the gym, triple session, madness, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. And like I said earlier, I've got the time today, so why the hell not? Obviously started off with the push session, bit of incline chests. What else did I do? Tricep press downs, behind the neck, shoulder press, all of that good stuff. Flies, reverse flies, all of that good stuff, right? I obviously went onto the bike. The bike was an interesting one because I was meant to do, so it was a 10-minute warm up. I'll put it on screen like here somewhere, but it was meant to be a 10-minute warm up, or it was a 10-minute warm up. Then it was meant to be 5x5 minute steadies. Now, they gave me like, ChatGPT suggested a target heart rate zone to work in. But obviously I don't have a watch, an Apple Watch. Well, I don't have a watch, should I say. I do, but I don't. So I didn't really know what my heart rate was during the bike section. However, it then said RPE of 6 out of 10. So relative perceived effort, 6 out of 10. I think that's what it stands for anyway, relative perceived effort. I know the PE is perceived effort. And so that's what I was working to basically. I feel like, I don't know, it's an interesting one. But then watt bikes are very interesting because I was only working at level 1 on the bike, and level 1, even for my rests, still felt like it was a bit much. Do you get what I'm saying? But anyway, it is what it is. I ended up doing 4 sets instead of the 5 because yeah, by the 4th one, I mean, I recorded the whole 4th one. I was finished. Do you get what I'm saying? I was finished. During the 4th set, I was listening to who sings the song, man? And I can't even remember the song now. What song was it that I was listening to? No one man can satisfy her. Is it I Wayne? What's his name? I Wayne, I think. Yeah, I Wayne. That song just happened to come on while I was listening to like a bashment playlist, but that song happened to come on. And I said to myself, I'm going to put my head down and just pedal. And I'm not going to bring my head up until the song finishes. Bruh, please explain to me why that song has a million choruses at the end. Bro, it was going for time. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, you'll do 1 chorus. I'm thinking, yeah, cool. All right, the song's done. Let me put my head up and check the time. Bro, next chorus. You repeat the chorus again and again and again. I'm like, brother. And in my head, I completely forgot that that's how the song ends. Obviously, I've heard the song numerous times, but in my head, I forgot that's how the song ends. So I'm just there like, bruh. But it was actually quite handy because when the song eventually did end, I had like 20 seconds left of that set, of that 4th set. So it was actually handy how it worked. So yeah, the bike is an interesting one because that was meant to be like, well, it's an interesting one because I'm not used to cycling. I own a road bike. I've not ridden it in years, and it's at my parents' house. But I did used to ride it quite a bit actually. But yeah, now, as I said, I've not ridden a road bike. I'm talking like 10 years now. So I'm not really used to that anymore. Although, as you will know from some of my previous training vlogs, I do sometimes do stationary bike, but it's very different to what I did today. Do you get what I mean? And it's very different. It's not endurance training at all. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, the bike will be an interesting one. I then went into obviously the swim, and this was obviously my 2nd swim session of the week. And today it was 2 lengths easy, 6x1 lengths, and then 2 lengths easy. So pretty quick and short one today. And I felt decent, to be fair. It's going to sound weird, but I already feel like my session from whatever day it was the other day, I think Tuesday maybe, I already feel like I feel the benefits of having done that session. Do you get what I mean? Because granted, I didn't do the 4x2 lengths that I did on Tuesday, but like even though I was still panting for breath, as you probably would have seen in one of the previous clips, like I felt better at the end of each length than I did on Tuesday. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, I mean, all good in that regard. So yeah, back home, about to get into some steak. As you know, has to be ribeye, the best kind of steak there is, IMO. Obviously waiting for it to get to room temperature at the moment. Do you guys know about getting your steak to room temperature before you cook it? Come on, man. Get out of here, man. You don't know. You're moving mad. Get to know, man. But yeah, so I might just prep a few things because steak's just quick. Obviously, it's a couple minutes on each side anyway. So I'm going to prep a few things first, like the mashed potato. I'm going to have it with avocado in the end because I picked up the asparagus at first and I put that in the basket and I was like, nah, I can't lie. I can't be bothered to do the asparagus how I like to do asparagus. Do you get what I mean? It's all a bit long. Get the garlic and it's all long. So I just thought I'd just get an avocado and have that instead. So yeah, going to start making this food. It's actually quite late. It's 26 minutes past 11. So hopefully I'll get this cooked and eaten by midnight-ish or just after. And then I'll have to wait like an hour or so before I actually go to bed because one thing I'm realizing, I don't like going to sleep straight after eating anymore anyway. Especially since I started training, I'm very conscious of that because I've noticed I wake up feeling quite bloated in the morning and I don't like that. So, because in the morning you want to feel like your most optimum, if you like, or generally speaking, I feel my most optimum in the morning. And so when I eat right before I go to bed, I feel like I can't feel like that. So yeah, I mean, I'll probably end up editing this video or something while I wait for my food to digest. and then obviously, as I say, hit the hay. But yeah, let's get into making this food. Oh yeah, so I've also seen one of these TikTok and Instagram Reels recipes that I'm actually going to try out today as well. So let me show you what it is first.
Hey, if you add 2 bananas, 1 cup peanut butter, 2 eggs, 1 cup blueberries, mix it, pour it, and bake it, you get these simple, healthy, and delicious blueberry muffins.
So let's do it, especially while I wait for the potatoes to get tender. What I am going to do though is do some with blueberries and some with raisins, because I just fancy some having raisins in them. One cup of peanut butter seems like quite a lot. Yeah, a whole cup of peanut butter is mad. Anyway, that's what he said. And as you saw in the video, that's basically what he had. Let's get that in there. Ah, guys, it's gonna have to be fridge to wash them. You guys, I thought you were gonna catch me slipping, yeah? Come on, man. You have to wake up early in the morning to do that. Quick thing about this, because add to this, it's only right, protein powder. This is why you never catch me in the kitchen, man. Right. So this is what the food is looking like. Obviously a bit of steak, mashed potatoes, and avocado. So about to tuck in. The muffins are basically done. Can't really see them, so I'll show you them when I take them out after I've eaten. But yeah, about to tuck into this right now. Right, it is late. It is 10 to 1 in the morning now. Polished off the steak, mashed potatoes, and avocado. Just a little bit of cleaning, as you would have seen. And now it's time for the grand finale, the dessert, let's call it. This is what they look like. Look alright, to be fair. I think maybe a little on the well done side. Let's try one, shall we? It's all right, to be fair. I think the blueberry, I don't think I've tasted the raisin yet. I can see some at the top here. I think the blueberry is definitely what provides it with the taste. It's a bit dry, so maybe I did leave it in for too long. I mean, it's calm, to be fair. I could eat the rest of these. It's fine. I also need to remember I added protein powder, which would dry it up as well. Right, so with that said, I'm gonna finish this one at least, and then just chill off and then get to bed. Guys, that is the end of the video. Brought you along for a full day worth of training and eating, just because I could. It was Friday, I had nothing else to do. So I thought, why not get a few gym sessions in, a few training sessions in, bring you along for the journey. So hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget, I'm training for the marathon and running the marathon to raise money for charity, the Sickle Cell Society. So please, guys, I'm going to leave a link down below with a link to the donation page, or to the donation page, should I say, where you can donate. Any amount would be greatly appreciated and very much welcomed. So please make sure you go and follow that link below. But for now, I've been your boy Spainey, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.